Empress Alba La Pantera. Welcome, returning, new, major shout out to the members of the channel. Let's tune in, tap in, and see what the vibe is, and let's whatever has to get out of the way, we do so. Whatever it is that is meant for you to build with, let it be, let it be, let it be. All right, give y'all a few to tune in. Got our chat up. Me. Alright, our settings are updated. Greetings. Welcome. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Show me the energy that you are wanting to discuss. Source. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? Ooh. Healer of the Ages came on out, number 51. So that was 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. We have here 51 coming through. Let's see. Healer of the Ages. Healer of the Ages, someone here who works with Metatron very closely. Someone works with Metatron very closely here. Or you're receiving an upgrade after a process of grounding. And now your body number 6 is able to withstand these upgrades in connection to Metatron. It has to do with your power of vision. Someone is able to heal others because of their gift of foresight. This may even have something specific to do with helping people in relationships, caring connections. 5, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 6, 4, 5. There's something about going back to your roots to see things clearly when it comes to the changes that have to happen as it relates to the changes as it relates to caring connections. What is the source of caring? What is, in terms of these connections and feeling as though that they are caring, really seeing if they're caring or not? Door to personal healing and happiness. 7. Yeah. And man holding the coin. Okay. Another 7. So this is definitely coming through as someone seeing their spiritual value in connections that they may have never seen before or allowed themselves to see in order to master that part of the lesson. Healer of the Ages. Let me separate this, okay? Healer of the heart chakra. Healer of the heart chakra. I'm getting this strong energy where someone is definitely seeing through people's bullshit. Just put it that way. Because you can now feel and see the truth of a person or people's intentions when it comes to them, quote unquote, saying that they care for you. You may be someone who's very wealthy, or they feel as though you'll be someone that's wealthy, and this is the only reason why that they're around you. But Archangel Metatron is helping you to see through all of this. And breaking out of these cycles where you allow yourself to be around those who don't see your worth, it walks you through the door of true love, or creating what it is that you love to do, no longer holding yourself back with Archangel Ariel here. Let me see. Okay, I know where we can go. Let's see. Ooh. The bison and the gorilla, BG or GB, could be of significance as far as initials. That's coming through very strongly. Something about big. Something about big. Initials B and G, or G and B. Go big. Go big. You're turning something on that's allowing you to go big. All right. Abundance, success, personal power with the bison. You are being guided to be flexible. Go with the flow and allow things to happen rather than forcing them. Universal opportunities are stacked around you. Center yourself and resonate with your core values. Resonating with your core values, an indication of that placement is your Venus placement in your chart. So center yourself and resonate with your core values, and you will reap many rewards. As far as it's saying center, this could have an energy to do with the 5th house as well. The gorilla, self-confidence, leadership, responsibility. You are being guided to take responsibility for yourself and your actions, even when it comes to situations where you are allowing the continuation of these partnerships that no longer serve you, to keep being in your energy. No barrier can hold you back from becoming your authentic self. Your path to success is right in front of you. All you must do is open your eyes, mind, and realign with your heart. Now, something here about wanting to fix people or situations that don't want to be fixed. An example of that would be, let's say you give someone advice that they know deep within their heart, mind, body, and soul is actually the advice that they've been looking for, but until them inner child wounds are healed, they're not going to be able to hear what it is that you're saying, as far as that advice is concerned. Basically, someone who's more quick to respond more quick to react rather than listening. Look at that. Black Widow and the crystal ball. Someone feels attacked when you attempt to help them because they're still wounded from a past situation. Allow yourself the flexibility to see this exactly as it is so you can move on from it. Because that could also be blocking your abundance and your personal power. Whatever this situation is or whomever this is you're connected to, the universe speaks. Let's go. You've been getting a lot of sevens around this energy that has to end, has to go through a transformation with the Scorpio energy showing up. You've been enduring something that you may have felt as though is unending, but it's unending because you continue to endure it. But Source is stepping in at this moment to help you with this awakening, to step you into a higher perspective, to see the bigger picture. See, sixth chakra, mind's eye, see. I'm hearing surrender. We're going to go to the surrender cards. Ooh, universe and eclipse. Let me see something. There was a total solar eclipse Tuesday, July 2nd, 2019. So that could be of significance. 2019, July 2nd. A total solar eclipse. Hold on, I want to see some more from that moment. That's, what is that? That's Cancer season? Yeah, that's Cancer season. Something about that day, July 2nd, 2019. Plans fell short. There was forgiveness and a reconciliation that happened from that moment, that the reconciliation wasn't supposed to be a part of the forgiving state. This is one of those situations where you forgive and you keep the energy away from you, keep it at a distance, because it's no longer serving you or them to be in the same vicinity or energetic field at this point. Because eclipses are sacred portals between the divine and human realms. And the solar eclipses signify the opening of a gateway to the spiritual world. Not sure if someone transitioned at that time here for some of you. Whenever you see this person in your dream state, they're warning you about someone or something. Anytime you ask for clarity about what to do, if this is someone who transitioned is on the other side, by 2019, this person shows up when you're looking for clarity about a situation. Or you may see their birthday. Some of you may be experiencing some type of block. Just know that it is temporary. $722. Wow. It's temporary because it's designed to help you to build 22 in a masterful way, your connection to spirit, to source. That masterful way has to do with love. Because all of your power, your gifts, your memories are dwelling in your heart space. It's now resonating with the rest of your body, these sixes that are showing up. 22, 33, you're definitely mastering something here. Because you're becoming more resourceful. You're seeing what it is that you have around you as a resource instead of a lack thereof. Look at that. You're finding your way with exploration, which is more pioneer energy with the Aries at the top. But this is 2 of Leo. You got Leo, Aries, Scorpio. A lot of fiery passion, strength, courageous type of energy, mysterious, powerful, intense. So you could be using that, using your ways of being intense, strong, courageous in a way that works for you this time around. And not being, you're not being so defensive about it anymore. You're doing you without getting others to understand you, dear. That's a powerful point to be. You're figuring this out, a newer perspective, a change of direction. Let me see. Something got you on your toes. Sagittarius 9. Stamina, endurance, talent, repetition, on your toes, honing a skill. Yeah. Expertise, pursue of the arts. Some of you are definitely an artist, whether this is music, paintings, divination, whatever it is that you use to express, the key is to express the version of you as the universe, expressing your heart, expressing your soul, not the ego. The ego played its role and it continues to do so, where it puts you through situations for you to gain experience. Experience gained through observation, the ego. Something has you on your toes that it's also turning on what it is. It's also turning on you being mindful about what it is that you are laser focused on. There's something here about you noticing that where your focus is, you're noticing the simple the simple ways of magic manifesting based off of what it is that you're focused on. You bring more into your life. So now some of you are, you're coming to this space in your life now where you are realigning with yourself, letting people and situations be as they are, that if they do not align with you, you're removing yourself from it. And you're also trusting the guidance that you're getting from source, from the universe. 6:22 on the clock. Come through. Ooh, another 9 over here. 9 of Libra, chocolate. Love. Elevated mood, celebration, aphrodisiac. For some of you, an aphrodisiac is literally what keeps you on your toes. I'm getting, you love to learn, you love to listen. You're a great listener. Okay. Being the fact that you're a great listener, the saying that's coming through, somebody put their foot in their mouth. Because you're a great listener, you're realizing where people have put their foot in their mouth, saying more than they have to. But then at the same time, they're showing you exactly who they are without you asking the question. Very observant. For others, this is something that could be someone that is doing with you. They are in your life to show you where, you can make some adjustments. Especially if this is something to do with you wanted to make an adjustment in the way that you express yourself or communicate. Not saying succumb to what people expect you to do, no. But this is more so having to do with something you decided to do on your own, and someone comes into your life, universally so, to help you with that adjustment. But instead of you adjusting, you become defensive. Childhood. It may have triggered something from your childhood where you weren't recognized, because you have castle here at the bottom of the deck, another 6. Now, this could be something that happens within your ancestral bloodline, because you have, some of you may want to watch the movie The Old Guard. And also, this energy is timeless. So this is what I'm saying. Look at that, the word ego, experience gained through observation. The experiences that you had was something you observed as a child. Something you observed as a child where someone wasn't recognized for the way they were, you know, keeping something up. Which could also affect someone's level of trust. They may not have gone through that experience, but observing someone go through that daily can also turn into a situation where the person observing it is going through that energy as well, which is another form of digestion through one's eyes, ears, nose, mouth, however, hands. Look at that. So this temporary block definitely has something to do with your sense or perception of what a happy home is, security, kindness, family, belonging, bliss. Ooh, I love this. I love to see it. Wow. You're rising from the ashes from whatever all of that was that has been causing temporary blocks in your life. Now, here's the example of that temporary block where someone who gives advice to someone, and the person receiving the advice doesn't want to hear it, so they get defensive. The person giving the advice they have a lesson within that too, in terms of not everybody wants to know what's best for them, even if it's at the proper time or the perfect alignment that this is coming into their life. Because there's always, you know, another side to it where the person that's given the advice, that may be their lesson, but the one that's receiving it, they haven't reached that point as to why that person given the advice is going through that lesson. So this could have something to do with feeling useful. Saturn energy, Capricorn, I use 10th house, being recognized. Some of you are blocking yourself from doing things that you can easily be recognized for, or you may have a certain type of dialogue with yourself in terms of, you know, I'm not doing this to be recognized, when that's exactly what your purpose is to be recognized for it. But this is also where you can have Chiron in the 10th house, and it becomes a wound for you to be recognized. But what I'm seeing from this is going back to the home to see where all of this started, so you can finally transform from it. Okay. Ages 6 through 12 could be of high significance as well. Because there's also this energy of, you know, people wondering why they go through certain things. And this is why it's called Earth School. You go through experiences to dissolve the energy so that way it's not repeated. Which is why there's such a mass awakening at this time in terms of the perception of reality. That things are not happening to you, but more so for you. In connection to the planet as well. Let's get some tarot cards. I haven't done a Celtic spread in a minute, but we're going to do that right now. I haven't done that in a minute. All right. Let's get a little bit more information here. Some of you could be disconnecting from people where you have become, you have accepted who you are in terms of the truth that you have, that you can express to people to help them heal. That if they're not ready to hear it, you see in the privilege that it is to be around you in the most respectful way. That if a person wants to stay stuck, now again, I'm telling you, this thing here called Earth School ain't no it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. You know, shit do get rough. But you wanna know why that is? It's because not a lot of people want to be tapped into their spiritual abilities or their magic or the ability they have to be the alchemist. So what's the current situation? Eight of Pentacles, honing a skill, working on your craft. Or for some of you, this definitely got something to do with work or what you do for work. Okay. There's a huge entanglement in this damn energy. Yeah, this shit going in so many different directions. Now, if any of y'all are in here and you are studying human design, the way I'm delivering this message and how much is coming in at one time, and you have a triple split definition, you're seeing the triple split definition in action right now. But there's so much shit coming in from different areas. It's the collective within the collective within that collective. It's on some, yo, show me this. Musing right along. Thank you for clarifying that. But solar powered. Okay. 318. Mars in Pisces. Musing right along. Solar power. 183. Let me see. 183. That's fire and earth energy, though. Fire and earth energy. Well, this is Sun in Virgo. So, we'll see where this comes in. I'm gonna pull cards on those two after we finish this reading. Because that right there... It seems as though someone's on autopilot. May not... 6:33 on the time right now. Someone's on autopilot, may not even realize that they're on autopilot, and that's actually very detrimental. Because they haven't awakened to their actual skills that would easily bring them effortless happiness and abundance. 9 of Cups. What's the challenge here? Wow. I'm getting the word patience very clearly. But this is also about something on its way to you. That's that temporary block. For this to come into a challenging position, which indicates something that is on its way to you. There's a temporary block. Clarify that. What is that? What is it? See, musing right along. That's crazy. That's not crazy. This the fuck I'm talking about. This speaks to a wish being fulfilled. Happiness, joy. You receiving a yes for something you've been waiting on. But is this actually something you want to do, or are you on autopilot? Are you using your energy to muse right along in situations that no longer serve you? Because that's literally the energy I was feeling from when I said we're going to pull different cards. I guess the cards going to come out now. But let's continue. What's at the basis of this? Two of Wands. Yep. Some of you are at a crossroads. You have to make a decision. It's time for you to make a decision. Mars and Aries. If you don't know that you can do this, you're not. And any resources that's supposed to come towards you for you to get whatever this is done to hone in on a skill, you're going to be blocking those resources from coming in. Why is the Two of Wands the basis here? You have to make a decision, judgment. It has to do with closing out a major cycle. Because right after the judgment card, you have the world card, which speaks to a completion. But you're going to have to step into allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Do you love what you're doing? It's okay if you're in a position in your life right now where you're not happy with it, but stop dreading that. It's time for you to make the changes that you have to make. If that's, getting certain energies or people from around you, do that. If that means do a deep clean of your house, wiping the walls, having a different routine when it comes to the way you are spiritually cleansing yourself, get to it. But right now, everything that is happening as any other time, but what this message is indicating that everything is in your hands. You got the world in your hands, but you can drop it at any moment. You're carrying the world for somebody else that is not for you to carry. Because you're putting your own happiness on the side to work for something else, to work for somebody else. For some of you, that's it right there, to work for somebody else. You're a natural born entrepreneur. You could be an Aries, or you got Aries rising or North Node in Aries. Because Aries does not enjoy or does not tolerate being told what to do. That's the Emperor. What? Tell you. Let me get one more. That's fast. 7. Yep, see? 7 and the 2. That's the 9 of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, helping out another situation that you need to make a judgment on and set boundaries. What's in the immediate past? What's in the immediate past? So some of you are helping somebody that you know is blatantly deceptive and envious of you. Stop feeling sorry for them. Just let them go. Stop feeling sorry for people that just want to suck up people's energy. Fuck all that. Let them go. They'll figure it out. And if they don't, respectfully, that's on them. But you holding yourself back, keeping this energy around, because the basis of this is stemming from something that happened in the immediate past. And this has to do, I'm telling you, something about 11:33 on the screen, 6:38 on the clock. Something about 2019 or July 2nd of 2019, or that birthday date could be of significance where something happened. Forgiveness had to come into play, and there was a reconciliation after that wasn't supposed to happen. That reconciliation put you back into a position where what you are sending out to the universe is that you're not ready for your abundance to come in. But you may feel as though you're not moving that way, but you may not realize that holding on to, let's say, this person, you may not know what this person is doing behind closed doors when they're not around you, or what's going on within their thoughts, although that's none of your business too. But energetically, if this is coming up right now, and we in Scorpio season, it's the 18th, it's really time to clear all this shit out. That's done and over with. For some of you, this could be a group of people. 7 of Swords, Moon in Aquarius. Because Aquarius has to do with the group. Long-term humanitarian efforts. But something is definitely not balanced out. And I have one more for the immediate past. What's the Seven of Swords? What's the Seven of Swords? Wow. Somebody who left you out in the cold that you thought was an ally. Someone who moves in a certain way just so you can ask them for help. Now, you hear how the story is panning out, right? All right, take it from a higher perspective. Some of you, that is what's required in your human experience on this planet to recognize your worth and stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. Okay? What's crowning this energy? What is crowning this energy? Wow. You know exactly who you are. Whoever I'm talking to, Queen of Wands, Aries, I am. King of Swords, I know. Whoever I'm talking to, you know who you are. As far as the way this is panning out. Because we're going to keep it a stack. Some of you got to start feeling sorry for yourself. You know it's time for you to step into your life purpose. But you also know that it's going to require you to cut a lot of things out that may at first have you feeling uncomfortable, but it'll be more detrimental to you to step into your purpose holding on to those things. Because you're being a constant setting within your own vibration of betraying yourself because you got energies around you that really don't see you for all that you are. They don't even know you. For some of these people could be people that you grew up with. You go through constant evolutions on a daily basis. If they still responding to you based on the previous version of yourself, that's a clear indication that they gotta go. Or you bring balance to the situation by stepping away from it. You know what I'm saying? For some of you, this could have to do with an Aries or an Aquarius. Or you could have this in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus. Look at that, the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is here at the bottom of your spread, speaking to, you know, what is it that you are building? What is building all of this energy? It's the fact that, you know, you have to make a decision about things that you keep wanting to heal, that this is just shattered glass. The Magician. On another note, Nine of Wands and the Magician with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Some of you are some serious sorcerers, alchemists, sages that your soul has put you through the best of the best when it comes to deception. So you can learn to control yourself, to control your energy. Because we ain't talking about little magic over here. We talking primordial ancient abilities. What's behind here? The Ten of Cups. Now I'm getting some of you are in a position of breaking a vow that occurred in previous generations as it relates to love. Knight of Swords. I'm picking up sibling from it because this has to do with siblings, a younger sibling. Knight of Swords, Gemini, third house, information, travel, neighborhood. Let me see. This is really giving love spell, breaking cycles of love spells that may have been done against a person's will. So now when that's broken, if there's a situation, see, this is what I'm saying. If there's an occurrence where someone has, you know, done something to create a temporary block in somebody's life, that when you break yourself away from this energy, this is when you start to see people crumble and you wonder, how the fuck did they go from that to this? Well, they found the right one to mess with, dabbling into things that they shouldn't be dabbling into. 6, 4, 5 on the screen. That's the way the numbers came out earlier. That's exactly what numbers came out earlier. Hold up. Yep. You had 6, 4. And it was... Who was... Yep. Look at that shit. This is how this came. It's 6:45 on the clock right now. Just went to 6. But that's 6, 4, 5. Seeing if people actually cared. Just... That's... For some, that's what breaks a vow from a different lifetime. 541 on the screen. That's what breaks the spell from a previous lifetime, is something as simple as really looking into these caring connections and seeing if they actually are caring. As I say, connection. The Wi-Fi got a little wonky. Because someone no longer has direct access to you or quick access to you. What's in the immediate future here? Ooh, okay. What's in the immediate future? The 6 of Cups. Speaks of soulmate, but this also is the past life card. So this didn't happen yet? You may see, I see, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, that keeps coming up. You're about to see something. It's in a few more days, not too long from now. That's wild. It's really about to be... Anyway. What's this? 6 of Cups? I'm seeing someone... That's Sagittarius right there. 8 of Wands. I'm seeing someone become clear as to what has them moving. I don't feel as you don't... Okay. I don't feel as though somebody has been moving as themselves in the most shape-shifting, soul-transferring type of way. What's happening in the immediate future, some of you are receiving information from someone of your past or a past life. You're going to be able to recognize this soul. It has something to do with the decision you have to make here, the judgment. As it relates to you knowing who you are, your life force, your persona, your image, something about your image. They may even compliment you about your image. And this compliment is it really touches up on your nerves in a different way, where you begin to access the joy that comes from you honing a skill or working on your craft, with this current energy being the 8 of Pentacles, which is somebody, you know, perfecting their work. What's the advice? Ooh. To move forward. To move forward. I'm also getting this energy here about a car. Stop putting that off. If there's work that you have to do with your car, stop putting that off. Step into your chariot, your light body, which means if there are any grudges you're still holding on to, you're going to have to let that go. Some of you may be keeping certain people around just to prove a point to them. Man, invest that energy on something else that's actually beneficial to you and doesn't pull you down or make you more dense than you have to be or heavier than a feather. Look at that, 5 of Cups. Sorrow, pains, and regrets. Anger. Resentments. Bargaining. Because this speaks to the 5 stages of grief, though. There's something here, the stage here speaks to denial. Someone doesn't want to see something exactly as it is in order to accept and move forward. Show me this. This message is not for the faint of heart. This is for those who recognize that this you here on Earth School to change the way the human experience goes. So let's get them telling you, the Magician. Didn't I say that shit earlier? Some of you have these ancient abilities that are awakening that's require you to do certain things that you are not. It may not feel comfortable at first, but it's going to be more detrimental for you to hold on to an old version of you. Pluto won't even allow it. The cycles of the earth won't even allow it. Your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, my ears started beeping, is not going to allow it. They stopped doing that. That's, yeah. Some of you, it's time for you to make life more simpler for yourself. Work smart, not hard. You a legit magician. But you out here being scared. Not coming for you. I'm just delivering the message. Spirit is speaking. And that's not too far away from that 7-1. Because that 7-2 2019 energy, there's something about seeing that shit before it happens. And it happened. And a disregard of your ability to see things before it happens is you having something around you that you have granted forgiveness, but that does not mean that you are to keep that frequency around you. What's in the environment? That's crazy. The truth. Ace of Swords. About what it is that you got to move forward from. 7. There's someone from your past to actually make something very clear to you. Communication that's coming in that's going to be very clear to you. It's going to help you to free your mind. Show me. There you go. 9 of Wands. I'm saying there you go, 9 of Wands, because they're bringing in the truth about the decision you have to make. 9 of Wands, you got the 7 and the 2 here. And this has something to do with your passion, what you're passionate about. Now, this communication can come in so many different ways, in the sense of what's being said may not be seen as advice, but you see it for what it is, and you take yourself away from a situation, or something comes through as advice where someone is sharing, being honest with you about something. that you may be wanting to fix over and over and over again, it's time to let it go. Literally, let it go. It may have something to do with communication. That a person is only going to be able to communicate with you as much as their understanding of what, you know, communication is in terms of making a relationship balanced or harmonious. What else? What was that? Golly, that was the devil that wanted to pop in and out. This is having to do with releasing an attraction to things that are toxic. Sure is. One more. Capricorn. Capricorn, 10th house says, I use. So in terms of some of you being this master magician, or whatever it is that you do as a career, you're a master at this, but you're moving as though you're an apprentice. And you're possibly in a situation moving as an apprentice and feeling as though people are using you, but you're being used in their life as their karmic lesson. Because I'm hearing here as the advice, move towards your path of being the magician, of being in a higher connection to source, to the universe, to manifestation. So when you look at the micro to that, let's say in an example, 8 of Pentacles, something having to do with work, you may notice that you enter positions where people are misusing their authority. That when your body, mind, spirit, and soul within that vessel, your body shows up in that environment, judgment plays out. In the sense that that person who's misusing their authority will no longer be able to do it. So you're coming into that scenario used by source, by the Most High, to be the record keeper through your eyes, through your ears, and what it is that you're sensing in that environment to clear it out. And you've been going through this process of training to step into this part of your life through everything that you were experiencing growing up. Something very similar. In terms of people may not tell you how you may been the reason as to why their life changed, but your presence is there doing that. So if you weren't recognized for that, or let's say people do tell you, thank you for this and for that, but you feel uncomfortable about that, you may have a Chiron in the 10th house, or could be going through that phase right now, where your deepest wounds has to do with you being recognized. And once you get through that fear, for some of you, this is where your wealth kicks in. Because you're someone that people naturally gravitate towards. Let me see what this energy, oh my God. In the hopes and fears position, you got the 8 of Swords that comes out. So you're hoping you're not self-sabotaging an opportunity that's coming your way. 1, stop hoping. Connect to your faith. Connect to your knowing. Connect to that fire of the Most High that dwells within you, that is allowing you to breathe and have the circulation of your blood to keep you alive, that you're watching this video. Stop hoping that you're not self-sabotaging something and step into faith that whatever this opportunity is that's coming your way is for you because you manifested this. This is also why y'all had that 3 of Wands in that challenging position. A honk just went off outside. 7 o'clock on the dot. 9:55 on the screen. Yeah, let's go. So what this is saying is spirit been around you this entire time. Source, the Most High, whatever higher power you want to call on, that you call on in connection to you as an extension thereof, has been surrounding you. And this is why you having a lot of completions in different cycles, because it's time for that change to kick in. And now. Because you got this. You manifested this amazingness into your life. Case in point, you found this channel, or you aligned with me in some type of way. Because if there's one thing I overstand the process. You know, what in the feelings that the human vessel can go through in terms of these changes and really stepping into being that extension of source power. You just can't be out here fucking being afraid of people or situations. Not saying, you know, that you being a punk around certain situations. No, it's just more so if there's something you have to say to somebody or not say it, making that decision to say something or not say something, because it could be either way for any of y'all. Some of y'all got to speak up, and some of y'all just been talking too much when it comes to certain people. Let them be. Especially if you're on that side where you've been that person that's been wanting to, you know, talk people out of situations or through situations, and you still see them going through the same fucking shit over and over and over and over again. It's time for you to cut. Just cut that corner, walk away. Because notice the way it drains your energy each time you do that. Why keep doing that? Because there's still a part within oneself that wants to be appreciated, loved, wants to be recognized. The moment you decide that it is okay for you to be recognized for what you're capable of doing and doing it with love, you'll see how easy it is for you to disconnect from certain people that you may, you know, want to grab their attention as far as you doing something for them and not really looking at that in that way in terms of how much you can do for other people and get recognized for it, but not be comfortable with it. That's too much. That's too much. That is too much. Yeah, too much. Look at that shit. Yo, I'm done. Literally, look at this shit. Look how this shows up. Queen of Wands, which is at the top of your spread in terms of what's at the forefront of your mind. What vision are you seeing, but you're also blocking from the lack of self-love? Unconditional self-love. That when you have that unconditional self-love, let me tell you something. Nothing can get in your way in terms of the decisions that you make. If it's not bringing empowerment and life to your mind, body, and soul, and you can feel yourself getting agitated, aggravated, whatever, even just a smidge, when you see, think, communicate, whatever with an external frequency, cut that shit off. Cut that shit off. Look at this. The 10 of Wands with the 4 of Swords. Putting this to rest finally. Whew. Oh, God. Ugh. With the 10 of Swords right after that. That's, yeah. Enough been enough. Enough been enough. Know your worth. Taurus energy. Your blessings are your lessons to bliss. Because that word bless means to be less. Don't get caught up now. All right. What's the outcome? The Hangman. The King of Cups in reverse. 2 of Swords. Let me see. 122 could be of significance. Fire, water. Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you got to keep a Scorpio out of the picture to get you out of this mental conflict, because you're receiving a lot of information. Okay. So the outcome of this is you're noticing what's been keeping you in this hanging position. You're attaining the clarity, you're attaining, you know, the information that is necessary for you to get out of mental conflict, and it's obviously surrounded by a situation or a lesson that you have to learn when it comes to the intensity of a relationship that is filled with the lack of emotional intelligence. So basically, let's put it this way: you can determine where you are at emotionally, where someone else is emotionally, to make a situation work or to bring harmony into a relationship, but the person that you're connected to is unable to do that. Where they can recognize their emotions and yours, where now it produces effective, productive communication. Other than that, that's just arguments. So you've placed yourself in this uncomfortable hanging position to see what it is that you had to see that was causing mental conflict, and it's resorting from the lack of emotional intelligence. And this is also connected to the number 33. So this definitely has to do with relationships. Let me see what these love cards talk about. Yeah, some of you are noticing that it's either a person or group of people is projecting your lack of sense of self. And this could be why you've been musing right along. They've been draining your power. You musing right along with it. Just stop shuffling. You got deception here. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. 7:07 on the clock, 11:62 on the screen. The 2nd to the 8th of this month was of significance. We have stay optimistic at the bottom of the deck here. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith, not hope, will bring you love. Positive thinking or wise thinking. We have here passion, make the effort, chemistry, keep an open mind. Hold up. What's the advice? Because it really feels as though some of y'all been overdoing this, making the effort in a situation, and it's making you lose passion for what it is that you're passionate about. With the 3 of Wands that we had as the challenge, that's why the energy is being read this way. The 3 of Wands as a challenge, in a challenging position, something that's supposed to be on its way to you has been blocked. Advice for this? Knight of Swords. And the 7 of Cups. It's time for you to move forward very quickly towards what it is you're passionate about, but you're gonna have to have faith in these moves that you're making coming up next, because not everything is gonna be clear to you. That could be what it is. And not everything is gonna be clear to you about what's happening next, but you're also someone who has the gift of sight. So there's something you're not being shown because, oh, you could possibly sabotage it. Fuck. Okay. And it's probably because of, if you state to yourself, I hope I don't self-sabotage it, so sabotage this. This is why something is not going to be shown to you. And I mean, in any given moment, to really bank on your faith is the key. But there's something about someone being 1 foot in and 1 foot out and doing that. One foot in hope and another foot in faith, but more so in hope. Because if someone tells you, I hope this works out, versus someone telling you, I have faith that this will work out, I'm pretty sure you're going to go towards, I have faith that this will work out. So whatever this is that is supposed to be coming to you, as far as a manifestation that you have, it's required for you to have faith. Because it cannot be around the energy where you are second guessing yourself and you're not sure. By putting out the energy that hoping something is going to work, which means you know exactly what it is that you have to do. You put the energy out there, but the moment you tell yourself you hope this works, you reset the entire alchemical process that you just began to bring in a manifestation. One more. Yeah. Yeah. The Sun card, absolutely. Okay, so you're clear. You're clear about what we're talking about then, because you've been through an awakening before. This ain't your first time doing this in this lifetime. 1366 on the clock, 7-11. A very big wish of yours is about to come true, but you're gonna have to speak the language of that manifestation in your life already and right now. Because the Ace of Wands speaks to a reawakening. And again, Archangel Metatron, some of you are having dreams where you're seeing a lot of different patterns and geometric shapes because you're seeing the power that you have on some Doctor Strange awakening type shit where you're realizing, yo, this is much deeper than, the educational system will teach you. This is something you have to learn on your own. This is something you have to seek to see it. You seeked. You found this channel. Now get to it, baby. Get to it. With that, my loves, that is your message. Have a blissful evening. Take care. Mwah. Ciao.